Long before our modern world of gleaming pharmacies and precisely engineered medicines, humanity faced a constant and profound challenge. Sickness was a part of daily life. A simple cut could become a life-threatening infection. A fever could signal a mysterious and deadly visitor. People became ill, just as they do today. But their world was entirely different. They had no knowledge of germs or viruses. They could not look through a microscope to see the tiny organisms that caused such great suffering. Instead, they looked to the world around them for answers, guided by instinct, observation, and a deep connection to nature. Their understanding was built on thousands of years of trial and error. They watched animals, noticing which plants they ate when they were unwell. They observed the changing seasons and the cycles of the moon, believing these great rhythms influenced their own bodies. Every culture on every continent developed its own unique system for dealing with illness. It was a time of great vulnerability, but also of incredible ingenuity. They had to find ways to soothe pain, mend broken bones, and fight off disease using only what the earth provided. This was the very beginning of medicine, a story of survival and discovery. Without the certainty of science, people turned to what they could see and feel. They saw the world as a place of powerful forces, both visible and invisible. A sudden illness might be seen as the result of an imbalance, a disruption in the natural order of things. Perhaps the body was too cold or too hot. Perhaps a vital energy was blocked or had been weakened. Healing, therefore, was not just about treating a symptom. It was about restoring harmony. It was a holistic endeavor, one that considered the person's mind, their spirit, and their connection to the community and the environment. This quest for health was a fundamental part of human existence. It shaped rituals, inspired myths, and gave rise to the first healers, the shamans, medicine women, and wise elders who held the community's collective knowledge. They were the keepers of secrets passed down through generations. They knew which leaves could reduce a fever, which roots could calm an upset stomach, and which rituals could bring peace to a troubled mind. Their pharmacy was the forest, the desert, and the sea. Their knowledge was a precious inheritance, a testament to the enduring human will to heal and to thrive against all odds. Ancient cultures across the globe shared a beautiful and powerful idea. They viewed the human body not as a machine with separate parts, but as a living, breathing garden. For a garden to flourish, it needs balance. It needs the right amount of sunlight and water, good soil, and protection from pests. In the same way, they believed a person's health depended on a delicate equilibrium within. This concept of balance was the cornerstone of their medical thinking. It was a simple yet profound way of understanding the complex workings of life, connecting our inner world to the great cycles of nature all around us. In traditional Chinese medicine, this balance was understood through the concept of qi, the vital life force that flows through all living things. Qi was thought to travel along invisible pathways in the body called meridians. When the flow of qi was strong and unobstructed, a person was healthy and full of life. But if the flow became blocked or weakened, illness would surely follow. The goal of the healer was to identify these blockages and use techniques like acupuncture or specific herbal remedies to restore the smooth, harmonious movement of this essential energy, allowing the body's natural healing abilities to take over. Similarly, in ancient India, the system of Ayurveda saw health as a balance of three fundamental energies, or doshas, vata, pitta, and kapha. Each person was believed to have a unique combination of these energies, which governed all their physical and mental processes. Vata was associated with movement, pitta with metabolism and digestion, and kapha with structure and lubrication. Illness arose when one or more of these doshas became excessive or deficient, throwing the entire system out of harmony. Ayurvedic healing focused on restoring this personal balance through diet, lifestyle changes, and specific herbal treatments. This vision of the body as a balanced ecosystem meant that health was not a passive state, but an active process. It was something to be cultivated daily, like tending to a precious garden. It required paying close attention to the signals the body was sending. A feeling of sluggishness, A persistent ache or a troubled mind were not just annoyances. They were messages, important clues that the internal harmony had been disturbed. Healers and individuals alike worked to understand these signals and respond with care, aiming to correct the imbalance before it could grow into a more serious illness. When balance was lost and illness took hold, ancient healers drew from a vast and varied apothecary provided by the natural world. In ancient Egypt, a civilization renowned for its medical knowledge, practitioners used a wide array of remedies. Honey, with its natural antibacterial properties, was applied to wounds to prevent infection and promote healing. The fragrant resin of frankincense was burned not only in religious rituals, but also as an inhalant to clear the airways and calm the mind. They meticulously recorded their findings on papyrus scrolls, creating some of the world's oldest surviving medical texts, filled with hundreds of prescriptions for common ailments. Across the Mediterranean, the ancient Greeks also made remarkable contributions. Hippocrates, often called the father of medicine, taught that disease had natural, not supernatural causes. He and his followers used simple but effective treatments. Willow bark, which we now know contains the active ingredient in aspirin, was prescribed to reduce fever and relieve pain. They championed the idea of letting the body heal itself, using gentle remedies to support its natural processes. Cleanliness, fresh air, and a healthy diet were considered just as important as any medicine, a revolutionary concept for the time. In the heart of the Americas, indigenous cultures developed their own sophisticated systems of healing. They possessed a deep understanding of the botanical world around them. The bark of the cinchona tree, found in the Andes, was used to treat the fevers of malaria, a discovery that would later give the world quinine. Echinacea, a wildflower from the North American prairies, was used by plains tribes as a general cure-all, particularly for infections and snake bites. This knowledge was not written in books but was passed down orally, a sacred trust between generations of healers who understood the spirit and power of each plant. These practices were often intertwined with beliefs about the importance of warmth, movement, and rhythm. A feverish patient might be encouraged to sweat out the illness in a heated lodge or steam bath. Gentle stretching or massage was used to release tension and encourage the flow of energy. The very act of preparing a remedy, the rhythmic grinding of herbs in a mortar, the slow simmering of a decoction over a fire, was seen as part of the healing process. It was a deliberate, mindful approach that honored the connection between the healer, the patient, and the living world that provided the cure. It is easy to dismiss these ancient practices as primitive in our age of advanced technology and scientific breakthroughs. Yet, if we look closely, we can see the echoes of this ancient wisdom all around us. The core idea that health depends on balance is more relevant than ever. Today we speak of a balanced diet, the importance of a work-life balance, and the need to maintain a healthy gut microbiome. These are modern expressions of the very same principle that guided healers thousands of years ago. That harmony within is the foundation of well-being. Our bodies, like a garden, still require careful and consistent tending. Many of the remedies discovered through ancient trial and error have been validated by modern science. The willow bark used by the Greeks gave us aspirin. The cinchona bark from the Andes gave us quinine. Today, scientists travel the globe, studying the traditional medicine of indigenous cultures in search of new compounds that could lead to future drugs. This field, known as ethnobotany, recognizes that ancient healers possessed an incredibly sophisticated knowledge of the chemical properties of plants, a library of information built over countless generations of careful observation and practice. Furthermore, the ancient emphasis on movement, cleanliness, and lifestyle is now at the forefront of preventative medicine. Doctors today routinely advise patients to exercise, manage stress, and ensure they get enough sleep. Practices like yoga and Tai Chi, which have ancient roots in cultivating the flow of energy and the connection between mind and body, are now practiced by millions worldwide for their proven health benefits. The simple act of washing hands, a cornerstone of modern hygiene, reflects the ancient understanding that cleanliness is a powerful tool in preventing the spread of disease. Perhaps the most profound lesson from our ancestors is the importance of a holistic view of health. They understood that the mind and body are not separate entities. They knew that a person's emotional state, their connection to their community, and their relationship with their environment all play a crucial role in their well-being. In a world that often focuses on treating specific symptoms with specific pills, this ancient wisdom reminds us to look at the whole person. It teaches us that true lasting health is not just the absence of disease, but a vibrant state of balance, harmony, and connection to the world around us.